Media Group Spring Festival Gala, or Shangwon, is underway in the Asian Giant, one of the nation's most significant televised cultural events of the year. This way, the country ushers in the Year of the Horse, said to represent optimism and opportunity. The Spring Festival Gala, as we are witnessing live images now, organized and produced by the state-run CCTV since 1983, is a broadcast across dozens of channels and is watched by millions. The gala features a seamless integration of traditional Chinese culture and cross-cultural exchanges that spread the warmth of spring with audiences worldwide. This year's show heavily features AI-generated content and, for the first time, large-scale application of AI precisely to enhance visual richness, as we can see, and also reduce production costs. This show includes also a mix of music, dance, acrobatics, opera, and comedy as well, featuring prominent local artists. In this very context, with the arrival of the Chinese New Year, the country begins a cycle that symbolizes energy, dynamism, and good fortune. From Beijing, our correspondent Bruno Falci brings us more details.
Greetings, comrades. While in the West, they celebrate the Carnival, in the East, here in China, the New Year festivities are on the way. We leave behind the Year of the Snake and enter in the Year of the Fire Horse. According to the traditional Chinese calendar, the oldest still in use in the world. And in its traditional chronology, we enter in the year 4724. Here, in the Chinese capital, the city is completely ornamented with the lanterns, symbols of the prosperity and traditional elements that remember back the oldest continuous civilization in history. The festivities include the traditional music, dance, and parade with dragons and lions, which symbolize prosperity, renewal, and good omens for the Lunar New Year. This is the most important festivity period in the year. For more than 10 days, 400 million people return to their hometowns to reunite with their families in the largest annual human migration on the planet, involving billions of journeys across the country. With this news from here, the capital of China, we return with you in the studios in La Habana, Cuba.
Cuba, the government assures that the national budget will maintain its social and humanistic character while continuing to prioritize and guarantee fundamental rights despite the brutal imperialist assault by the United States. Finance and Prices Minister Vladimir Regueiro assured that rights such as health, education, security, and social assistance, even in the context of severe economic constraints, will remain a priority for the country. In this regard, the head of the ministry reiterated that the allocation of resources continues to be directed towards strategic sectors that impact citizens' quality of life. Regueiro also emphasized that the criminal restrictions imposed by Washington will not be a reason to roll back the social achievements of the revolution. Cuba's President Miguel Díaz-Canel described as brutal the U.S. intention to energetically suffocate the people of his country and thanked the African leaders for rejecting Washington's aggressions against the Caribbean island. Throughout his social media account, the Cuban leader affirmed that the new U.S. measures show the fascist and criminal and genocidal nature of a clique that has hijacked the interests of the people of the United States for purely personal gain. Díaz-Canel also expressed his gratitude to the African Union leaders who approved a resolution condemning the U.S. blockade and calling for the exclusion of Cuba from Washington's unilateral list of states sponsors of terrorism. with the goal of highlighting the daily impact of the economic, commercial, financial, and now energy blockade imposed by the United States against Cuba. The global campaign Let Cuba Breathe has been launched. The proposal comes amid tighter sanctions after President Donald Trump signed an executive order aimed at strangling the island. Prominent figures such as actor Susan Sarandon, Jane Fonda, Danny Glover, and Mark Ruffalo, filmmaker Oliver Stone, British musician Roger Waters, join an extensive list of artists, intellectuals, and politicians from around the world in showcasing the impact of the measure on the population of the Caribbean island. Furthermore, the campaign also denounces censorships against Cuba and its revolution and called for unity and the defense of Cuban sovereignty in the face of this sustained offensive. Activists and solidarity groups gather in front of the Cuban embassy in Mexico City to express their support for the Caribbean island and reject the blockade imposed by the United States. The event was filled with music, slogans, and the collection of supplies for humanitarian aid. During the gathering, Cuban Ambassador Eugenio Martinez Enriquez expressed his gratitude for the show of solidarity and reiterated his confidence in the continuity of Mexican support. Participating organizations called for the continuation of bilateral cooperation, while citizens made donations for future shipments to the island. According to the diplomat, the next shipments will depend on transport logistics, although they are expected to take place soon. China Media Group Spring Festival Gala, or Shunguan, is underway in the Asian giant, one of the nation's most significant televised cultural events of the year. This way, the country ushers in the Year of the Horse, said to represent optimism and opportunity. The Spring Festival Gala, organized and produced by the state-run CCTV since 1983, is broadcast across dozens of channels and watched by millions. The gala features a seamless integration of traditional Chinese culture and cross-cultural exchanges that spread the warmth of spring with audience worldwide. This year's show heavily features AI-generated content and, for the first time, large-scale applications of artificial intelligence to enhance visuals and to reduce, for the first time, richness and reduce production costs. The show includes a mix of music, dance, acrobatics, and other more. This will be the Chinese lunar calendar, who operates on a 12-year zodiac cycle, with each year represented by an animal. Every animal in the zodiac system, which is called Zhenxiao, is believed to have a personality that represents that year. This China will be ushering this year, that is the Year of the Horse, said to represent optimism and opportunity, following the Year of the Snake, a period that represents transformation akin to the reptile's habit to shedding skin. In the Chinese culture, the horse is known for its energetic and dynamic nature. It symbolizes vitality, speed, and perseverance. People born in this Year of the Horse are believed to pose similar traits, such as being hardworking, warm-hearted, and independent. This official lunar year holiday will be 9 days to this year rather than the typically 8, giving people a longer break to spend their holiday home. Red packets of cash given to relatives during the festive period. The holiday period runs from 15th to 23rd February, with the New Year's Day falling on 17th February. In the days leading up to Chinese New Year, families thoroughly clean their homes to sweep away any bad luck from the previous year and to make space for good fortune. Horses are decorated with red lanterns and banners. These are images from the welcoming of the New Year in China. This will be the Year of the Horse, horse of fire in China, representing a new period from the Chinese population.
And we go to China. The media group Spring Festival Gala, or Shangwan, is underway in the Asian giant, one of the nation's most significant televised cultural events of the year. This way, the country ushers in the Year of the Horse, said to represent optimism and opportunity. The Spring Festival Gala, as we are witnessing live images now, Organized and produced by the state-run CCTV since 1983, is a broadcast across dozens of channels and is watched by millions. The gala features a seamless integration of traditional Chinese culture and cross-cultural exchanges that spread the warmth of spring with audiences worldwide. This year's show heavily features AI-generated content and, for the first time, large-scale application of AI precisely to enhance visual richness, as we can see, and also reduce production costs. This show includes also a mix of music, dance, acrobatics, opera, and comedy as well, featuring prominent local artists. In this very context, with the arrival of the Chinese New Year, the country begins a cycle that symbolizes energy, dynamism, and good fortune. From Beijing, our correspondent Bruno Falci brings us more details.
Greetings, comrades.